Hello and welcome to another God is a Geek First Look. I'm here with Colin Mahern again.
Hello, Adam.
Hello, mate. And what's this? Turn 10. So that must mean that we are looking at the brand new Forza title, Forza Horizon.
Hooray!
Hooray, indeed. We are going to jump straight into some single player, I think, here. Yeah, already the music's quite excited.
Yeah, some banging tunes. I like that.
Some
Chemical Brothers. Now we're talking.
Yeah, I mean, the music's not bad at all. This is this is just the intro video, so it's it's all live action.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a Fast and the Furious film.
But do you know what this reminded me a little bit of? Which was the MotorStorm game when it starts off and it sort of introduces the festival, so to speak, and it's live action. Was it the first one? I think it was the first one, and
I think it was the first one, yeah.
And this very much reminds me of that. Well, the game doesn't, just this video, I should say.
Some sexy ladies for added effect.
Absolutely.
Always helps in the games industry.
Of course. It's not
frowned upon.
No, not at all. So there we go. Forza Horizon. I'm never sure it's Forza or Forza.
Tomato.
I suppose you're right. Yeah, we'll say Forza. And we've got the controls up on screen, obviously. Pretty simple. It's a driving game. Steer, brake, gas. The rewind function is in this. It's not a function I've ever been that keen on in driving games, but it seems to be in them all now.
Excuse my ignorance with the Forza series, no, but the rewind is obviously if you
mess up, yeah.
If you mess up, you can go back a bit, right? And how further can you go back? Is it like 2 or 3 seconds, or?
Not sure in this game at the moment, but in previous ones I'm sure it was about 5-10 seconds. Like most games, it's pretty standard now. I mean, it's just I've never been a fan of it. I suppose it's nice to have an option there, and I expect if you turn the difficulty up, it disappears, perhaps.
Long loading screen.
It is. I haven't actually installed this to the hard drive, so maybe that makes a difference.
Okay.
Oh, hello, a deer, a female deer.
Hey guys, you're listening to Horizon Base Arena with me, Scott Tyler, on the
Scott Tyler is telling us what's going on. The game gives off vibes of another game series, doesn't it? It's okay, you can say it.
I don't want to. It's very neat for PD, isn't it?
It is. We're straight in the action. One thing I've always loved about the Forza games is they look so good.
Yeah,
it's just gorgeous, and that is interesting because straight away there's been oncoming traffic, which is not something you'd expect from Forza. To have, oh dear. It's quite hard to drive and talk, as you would imagine, especially when you don't know the courses. I mean, we've got the map, but
the detail in the driver's seat and just kind of your surroundings is really good.
Yeah,
as you defy me and you change the camera.
No, I just wanted to see what they look like. Forza has always, I mean, it's car porn, isn't it? Really, I mean, the last Forza game they had Top Gear as part of it, like Jeremy Clarkson, and you could literally just get out and I forget the name of the feature, but you could literally just get out the car and look at it. I don't think I can catch this guy. I'm not sure I'm supposed to, because this is Flint is like the guy. Okay,
he's the champion of the Horizon Fest. It is a festival, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It is. Again, it's difficult whilst driving to if you. Oh, hang on. Right, yeah. I don't think you're supposed to catch him. I was just going to comment on the scenery, like if as people are watching, if they look at the driving action, but also look at the sort of background, it really is detailed. It's really odd to have a story in Forza.
I suppose, again, to run another parallel with Need for Speed, the Run had a storyline, and
probably best left unsaid about this is much better than the Run. But this is very much so they've shown you've driven around in like a supercar, and I'm guessing now we're going to get to drive something not quite a supercar. I mean, there's some nice cars there, but it's very. I think that guy by what looked like a Golf is the hero of this party.
I have places in the heats up for grabs to the next
right, there you go. So,
okay,
next 10 cars to get to the place get a free entry. So we're going to be doing that. I think. It is a VW as well. Is it a Golf? I don't think it is a Golf.
No, I don't think it was. No.
There you go. Race to the festival.
But how like obviously this is being overseen by. Would I be correct in saying this is being overseen by Turn 10 rather than being directly developed by them?
I don't think they're directly like they're not the developer. They're overseeing it. Just another note there. Look at the watch.
Yeah.
Never noticed that in like this. Again, just insane amount of details. Oh, just getting overtaken now. Airplane, that's a nice touch as well. The airplane going over the top. I mean, you cannot argue. No one can argue this doesn't look gorgeous. This game.
No, it really, really does. And like, this is the first Forza game to be open world. Yes. It
is open world. Yeah. Once we've got this sort of preliminary stuff out of the way, I'll show you some stuff that isn't quite. Again, it really does have vibes of other games. Like if you're coming to this for Forza 5, then it's not that. And I think they couldn't do that because at the end of the day, there's only so much you can iterate. I mean, when you think of the Gran Turismo series, for example, at some point it becomes graphical upgrades, doesn't it?
Yep, I completely agree.
So in many ways, you should this needs to be applauded that they've taken a different angle rather than just putting out a shinier Forza with perhaps new tracks. This is, I don't want to say an entirely new experience because it's still a driving game, but it's not the Forza we know. It's not pick a. Well, it is pick a race, but it's in a different way. If it channels anything, it's more like the Test Drive Unlimited games.
Okay, right.
Which is no bad thing because their Test Drive Unlimited was a superb game. I really enjoyed that.
Well, I suppose it's a new experience for the Forza series rather than racing games in general.
Yeah. We're gonna get to see. Obviously, I've played this before. We're just sort of starting it again for the video. We're gonna get to see. Well, let's just let you watch this. This is a little cutscene. This is our avatar, and there's a lady with a midriff showing.
Yep, we're done.
Ouch.
Close the gate.
And yep.
Yep.
Congratulations, you made the heats. That's an access sticker, a map, and
I
a pass to
can't.
qualifier event.
I have to be honest. It feels awkward. It sounds awkward. It looks awkward.
You'll need to get your car checked out by a race engineer,
Dak Stewart.
I'm Alice Hart, by the way. Welcome to Horizon.
How storyline heavy is this?
Well, I haven't personally played far enough to know for 100% sure, but again, it's just quite odd to be getting cutscenes and named characters, and again, it's not a bad thing necessarily.
Yeah.
Certainly different for Forza. Again, it's channeling that big sort of a party, the festival.
Mr. Dak has a problem with my car, I think.
All these people. It's odd seeing this in a racing game that's known normally for simulation.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Dak.
Again, though, it looks gorgeous.
It looks shiny and looks like the cars. The car models look incredible.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the cars and you would be mistaken for thinking they're photorealistic cars.
Mm.
Of course, I looked after mine. Turn her over.
Oh, he knows what he's doing. He doesn't even need to look. He can just listen to the car. Beautiful.
The mark of a pro.
Shouldn't get you killed.
And yeah, well, we got our pass.
You'll need to come back and see me for performance upgrades to stay competitive.
Did Valve have anything to do with this, Adam? Because does your character talk at all?
Not that I know of, but then he just seems to be there. I mean, I don't have black hair, for example, in real life. Obviously, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if people are aware, but that's not me in the car there.
Oh. I thought it was.
No, sadly not. It's yeah, it's just I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, the game's about racing, and here's the Test Drive Unlimited things I was talking about. So you've got a huge map, and there's objectives. So it's still tutorial stuff. So we just get to see the one. It wants us to go and do that.
Right.
You select it, you get it marked in your GPS, and you drive to it. I suppose was one of the Need for Speed games similar as well, or am I thinking of Burnout Paradise?
Well, Burnout Paradise felt very open.
Yeah.
Like you did have little areas on your map that you could go to and it would start a race or whatnot. But I'm sure one of the Need for Speed Undergrounds was kind of like, this seems a lot more kind of like, it doesn't seem that open world really is what I'm trying to say.
No, well, again, it's more like the Test Drive games. Let's say you got this huge, almost like an island, but in this case, this is a huge area that you can drive around. We'll have a look at multiplayer in a bit. Actually, let's just do some. Let's just carry on. But the map, I want to show you that it's pretty expansive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of driving miles there. As I say, at the moment we only got the one mission because it's still in tutorial land. But you can see just the distance for that mission. Finish there above to get loads of money, yellow wristbands.
What are the relevance of the wristbands?
I think, again, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're different wristbands allow you into different events. So you have to drive up to this here. Oh, that's right. Never mind. You have to drive up to sign up to the race to compete in it,
and not crash into the stand.
Yeah.
You have arrived at your destination.
So that's again more tutorial stuff. Again, still nothing on the map, so I sign up to this one.
This is it.
Very stylish. Everything about it. There's cutaways and camera angles.
For your first wristband. Good luck.
Very stylish looking game. But we're going to do a race now, proper race for money, no less.
And obviously, with money, you can buy more cars and.
Presumably you don't have to drive around in a VW for the whole game. Presumably, you can upgrade your cars like you could in previous Forza game. Be very surprised if you couldn't. Speed zones, roads discovered. Lots of stats appear on the loading screens.
Well, I believe there was what is it, Playground Games who developed this? There was like they are. I think this is their first game. They're a new studio, and there's a lot of kind of people who worked on the Burnout series who are involved in this, and like I suppose it is fair in saying that you
Increase the skill of your
I don't know
opponent.
much.
You can do so in the difficulty menu. And
See, this is where
more money as
it gets a bit weird because it's open world, but before you start each race, you can affect your difficulty and settings and that as well.
Yeah.
Again, gorgeous. So it's not laps as such. Progress bar, and there gives away my gamer tag there in the top corner. So, whoops. I've lost my watch. Sorry, Tom, I've just lost my watch. It's gone. Where is it?
I think the pretty lady fluttered her eyelashes at you and I swiped it. But how big? Not of an influence does music have, but like, how noticeable is the music in this game? And because it's, as you said, it seems very party atmosphere, kind of. I don't know. There was a kind of a dubstep type of techno remix of Flowrider there too. I don't know, a couple of minutes ago.
Well, I think when you're playing it, you don't notice it because you are concentrating so hard on racing.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a vibe to the game, if you know what I mean. And the music does play a part in that. I mean, it tries to create that big party atmosphere. There's definitely that vibe to it.
And if you were coming home from a hard day's work, is this the type of music you'd listen to?
It's not my type of music at all, no. There is a rock station. I don't think a pop station. It's to be honest, unless it's a pure arcade racing game, like a Ridge Racer, more often than not, I would switch music off when I was playing a racing game, especially when it's like a hardcore simulator, perhaps like a Forza or a GT. I wouldn't tend to normally have the music on, actually. It's inoffensive, I suppose, as long as you don't mind it. I don't like this kind of music normally, but it's inoffensive. It's not bothering me, so to speak. 4,250 Calvin Robinsons. That's how much I just got.
There's too many Calvin Robinsons in my book.
Darius Flynn. So again, story. Like, we're just watching a loading screen and it's filling in little bits of stories and telling you about what are those people doing taking that photograph there.
Seems a bit dangerous.
I mean, if that car spins out, they're dead. I mean, let someone think of the children.
Yellow events start tomorrow morning, but I've got a showcase event later that I want you to take part in. Get over to Red Rock. The crowd's waiting.
Okay, Miss Hart. She's obviously your liaison throughout the game, yes? And
must be, yeah.
Great. See you there.
So very seductive. I'll see you there. Yes, Miss Hart. Yes. Miss Hart. I suppose we should look at the multiplayer options here for people who are looking to what it's got. I don't think we're going to be able to get a game because the title's not out yet. But we can look at the we can at least look at the modes. Let's have a look. What have we got here? So decent amount of options. Right, so here we go. Circuit race, point to point, street race, infected. Cat and mouse sounds familiar. King. Free roam, that sounds fun actually. I can imagine that being fun. But cat and mouse sounds very familiar. You know, like cops and robbers almost.
Yeah. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. But that's I mean, we can't show you because there'll be no one playing it. But there's the modes. It's difficult really because I mean, if you love Forza games, you're probably going to enjoy the hell out of this because it's. But it doesn't on first glance, and this is only the first 20 minutes of the game. It doesn't appear to be like the hardcore adjust your settings and things. Maybe it is, and stay tuned to GodIsAGeek.com to find out when the review hits. It does seem to be approaching a wider audience. I've got my watch back.
Well,
hey, you've just found a Horizon speed trap. We've placed these all over Colorado. Whenever you see one, drive past it as fast as you can. We'll save your fastest speed at each.
So it's kind of the opposite of a police camera.
Yeah,
drive as fast.
Yeah, I mean
you can past it.
I've got a new personal best, and there's one of my friends, Mr. Stephen Ebert. Quick shout out to him. Writer for the Gadget Show, lovely chap. But I'm going to beat your score, Steve. So sorry.
Yeah,
needs doing. And I'm on the wrong side of the road, of course.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Yay! That's a bit better. Yay! Well, that's satisfied me. Let's just have a quick spin around then before we finish up here.
Like you said that it is kind of different, and I can see that from other Forza games. But is there something here for old school Forza fans? Do you think?
It handles much the same. It still feels like a Forza game. Like it does feel like the driving's really good. I mean, we've talked for 20 minutes and I haven't actually mentioned that, so I should mention the driving.
Yeah.
Excellent. Driving feels really good to match the visuals and everything else. But I think all that's left to say really is to stay tuned because we'll have a review up of this shortly. We just wanted to give you a video so you can see the game. You can also download the demo on Xbox 360. And yeah, thanks very much to Colin for his time.
No problem at all.
And buy or don't buy Forza Horizon. Read our review to find out whether you should. Stay tuned to GodIsAGeek.com for all the latest news, reviews, previews, videos, podcasts, the works. Cheers.